edge of the sitting bones. So rather than just pulling the thigh flesh this way, you really want to turn the front thigh in and the back thigh. Yeah, because otherwise you can pull the skin of the buttocks too sharply on the sit bones, and that's actually uncomfortable. Draw the sacrum in and up and feel that lift up through the central channel. Sharon, take that blue blanket behind you and put it on top of the bolster so you have a little more height there. Yeah. See if that helps bring the knees down a bit. Release your thighs. And then take your teacup hands behind you, pressing down. Lift the center and the sides of the body up. Roll the upper arm bones back. And release the inner thighs down. Root the hips down. And then get lighter on your fingertips and use more effort in the sides of the body and feel the shoulder blades on the back. And then release your hands down to your thighs and find that reverse C in the armpit chest. Back of the armpit to the front of the armpit up, inner edge of the shoulder blades down. Good. Tailbone a little forward, sides of the waist back, so you have support of the bandhas. Shoulders over the hips, lean a little back, Layla. And turn a little towards this way, towards Sharon. Yeah. And lean a little back. Yes, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulder. Good. Draw the chin back a little so the ears are over the shoulders. And then lift the base of the skull up off the back of the neck. So the back of the neck is long like a swan. Eyes can look a little down or be closed. From the shoulder blades on the back, the mid-back core. Find the right placement for your arms so that assists in that. Maybe, yes, a little more back there, Faina. Yeah, yeah, good. And then observe your breath in the tips of the nostrils. Further along the nasal passages, feel the hairs in the nose being stimulated by the breath, slowing down the breath, those hairs in the nose. Talk to the parasympathetic nervous system and say, we are out of fight, flight, freeze. We are in rest, digest, and ease when we slow the breath. This is a cue for our body to relax. Come in, Katie. And then bring your awareness to the back of the throat, up high in the nasal passages. Imagine you're smelling something delicious. Let that part of your nose open so the air comes in freely and easily. Feel the breath as it moves down the windpipe, in the throat and in the chest, and into the lungs right and left. Feel the breath inside your body. As you inhale, the diaphragm, the big breathing muscle, pushes down about an inch and spreads out like a lake in all directions, and the abdomen comes out a little when that happens. And when you exhale, the diaphragm comes back to rest up under the ribs like an open umbrella shape, and the abdomen comes back in a little bit. When you inhale, the lower ribs go out to the side and flare up a little like the wings of a bird, along with the abdomen coming out. And as you exhale, diaphragm comes back, ribs come back. Inhale the diaphragm, ribs, and then the side ribs, the back ribs. Feel that opening like two bucket handles going out and up in the side ribs. And as you exhale, that relaxes and the air goes out. Inhale, the diaphragm moves down, the belly moves out, side and back ribs expand all the way up to the top chest and upper back for the full 3-part breath. And then as you exhale, everything releases, relaxes, the air comes out. So you're slowing down the breath. We're inhaling for 5 seconds. Exhaling for 5 to 7 seconds. Continue to follow your breath. This is called resonance breathing. When you slow down the breath to 5 to 8 breaths per minute, you resonate with the parasympathetic nervous system, coming out of fight, flight, freeze, and into rest, digest, and ease. It's powerful, subtle, and simple. Now bring your hands into Namaste Mudra, prayer position. Bring the bottom part of your thumb by the wrist at the bottom part of your sternum. Press there firmly and then lift the sternum, bottom to top. Find your upper arms, lift them up, roll them back, and firm the shoulder blades on the back. Drop the elbows down and in a little. Take the tailbone a little forward, lift the pelvic floor, draw the sides of the waist back so you have the support of the bandhas. Seal the fingers and palms and press firmly to the sternum so you can feel the vibration of the chant. Close the thumbs to the side of the hand and turn the fingers to point straight up and give a good pressure and roll the upper arm bones back. And then inhale and exhale in preparation. Susan, bring your hands a little higher up and turn your hands up more. Turn your hands up, 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 up. Yes, and press firmly. Yes, and draw the elbows back and lean back a little in the ribs. Yeah, good. Yes. Okay, and we'll inhale to chant Om and then we'll do call and response. Om. Sahana Vavatu. Sahanao Bhunaktu. Sahavidyam Karavavahai Tejasvi Navaditam Astuma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a deeper breath, lifting the heart up. And then as you exhale, bow the head down from the base of your neck, soften the front of the throat, release the chin towards the chest, release your hands down towards your thighs. Pause here for a few breaths in a soft Jalandhara Bandha, the throat seal. Draw the trachea, the windpipe, towards the back of the neck. So you hollow the front of the throat and also the sides of the neck towards the back. And release the muscles at the back of the neck and the base of the skull, curling the tip of the chin in towards the notch at the clavicles, all while you remain lifted in the chest. Hands are resting down on the thighs. Roll the upper arm bones back. And just take a few breaths here, surrendering your head to your heart, coming out of the thinking brain and arrive fully and completely in your sensing and feeling body. And then with your eyes closed on an inhale, curl up the back of your neck and level your ears over your shoulders and your shoulders over your hips. Drawing the chin back a little, lift the base of the skull up. And then keeping your eyes closed, raise your gaze so that you're looking at the horizon, but take the eyes to the back of your head and drop your gaze down from the back of your head to the back of your heart, and from the back of your heart down to your seat, and root down solidly in your seat and stay open and expansive in your heart space at the back, sides, front, up and down. Create a lot of space there, opening, widening, expanding. And let the head be calm and cool and peaceful. And then let your eyes gently float open. Okay, and then we'll come to lying down. And when you, so when we do start doing the poses, the first thing we'll do is arms overhead. So you want to make sure you have enough space behind you so you don't touch the wall. You might want to put your backpack over in the cubby hole, Sharon. We will use that a little bit, that space there. And then if you need support under your arms, when you take your arms overhead, you could have a blanket or a bolster overhead or a couple of blocks. And then come to Shavasana and take a few breaths and rest and observe your body in Shavasana. And you can imagine like a scan a scanner coming from the top of your head and moving down your body. And just scan your body for tension, meaning wherever you're holding on, let go and create a little more space. You might want to widen your arms a little more out to the side. You might want to widen your legs. Maybe your arms are too wide. Maybe your legs are too wide and you're impinging the top of the shoulder or the outer hip. So find that comfortable anatomical neutral and be there and release the sensation of holding on and observe your breath and surrender to the support of the floor. Susan, go a little wider with your arms. Yeah, a little wider. A little wider. That's a little too wide. There. Feel the armpits? Yeah, open the armpits. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's about halfway between your hips and the tops of the shoulders. Yeah, maybe a little more, which is fine. Right. The idea is to not pull your joints into the sockets, but release them away from the sockets. In the armpits, let there be space in the armpits. Yes, Sharon. Good. And if you like, you can take your glasses off when you're in the Shavasana position so that, you know, your face is, yes, Susan. You want me to put it in the cubby? I'll put it in the cubby. Where's your purse? Okay. It's a little black. It's black and not little. No. This one? This one. Yeah. Okay. Yes, good. Yeah. Okay. I'll put your watch away. This you want again. And let's put it here so nobody steps on it. This I'll, you can? You don't want them. Okay. I'm gonna put them away here then so they don't get stepped on. Okay, so now the first position we do is Tadagi Mudra. So Tadagi means empty lake, referring to the hollowing of the abdomen. And then mudra is the seal or the shape that we put our body in and then breathe into that shape. So bring your legs all the way together and extend the front of it, straight legs, and extend the front of your feet a little bit. And it's only so you're not flexing and hardening, right? The front of the legs. So now you want to spread the front of the legs, firm the kneecaps, inner, outer, top and bottom, and press the knees down. And then find the roots of your thighs at the very top by the groin. Press that down. As you press that down, curl the tailbone under towards the pubic bone so that your abdomen engages and your lower back releases. Yes. And then find the right amount of effort, not too much, not too little, so that it's kind of neutral, right? Ish. And then bring your arms down along your sides, palms down. Keep your legs firm your arm muscles, and bring your thumbs and fingers all the way together to form a seal. And then exhale, pull your belly down towards your spine, firm your elbows and knees, and inhale, raise your arms over your head. And no, don't go too fast and don't go too slow. Find a nice rhythm that coordinates with your breath, ideally. And then keep your arms shoulder width apart and elbows straight. And if your arms don't touch the ground, go wider. And then you keep your arms overhead and be there and breathe. Good. Reach your arms, firm your triceps, right? And elbows. Bring your armpits towards each other and broaden the top edge of the shoulder blades. Use your ribs also. Lift your ribs up away from your hips so you get more space between your ribs and hips. Use your legs to pull your hips a little bit away from your ribs. Create more space. That's the hollowing of the abdomen. Be here and breathe. Long breaths. See if you can inhale for 5 seconds and exhale for 5 seconds. Yeah. So the elbows straighten. Now, if that's too much, you can have support. And this might not be wide enough, but you could go like that. So that might be better, right? Or even a bolster, but firm here, the tricep. Yeah, and roll the armpit in. So your armpit goes that way, and then your forearm turns the opposite way, like that. Yeah, I know. See, it should have this range of motion without turning at the shoulder. Working towards that. Stretch your fingers towards the wall behind you. Good. That's it. Be there and breathe. And then as you exhale, hollow the waist more and more. And then start to sink the lower belly towards the spine and the sides of the waist down. So you flatten your back as much as you can on the mat and maintain that. Try to maintain that. So it's not just the lower belly down, but also the lower back ribs. So take the sides of the waist, widen and bring it down towards the back of the body. Try not to harden, but sink it. Yes, that's Uddiyana. And as you sink that, try to sink the lower back ribs down too. So bring the front ribs towards the pubic and the lower back ribs down. Yes. And when you do that, it's going to pull your shoulders a little bit in. That's fine. Exhale, pull the belly in from the arms and legs. Keep those ribs down as much as you can. And inhale, raise the arms up, and exhale, lower the arms down. Okay? Yeah. Yes. Knew you had that. Uh-huh, exactly. That's like a crunch, a bit of an abdominal crunch, right? Now bend your knees one by one, bring your feet flat and hip width for Dvipada Pitam, two-footed stool. We're gonna do it 3 times. Arms are down along your sides and your feet are close to your buttocks. So you might want to, let's roll this up, lift your feet. And so you don't slide, yeah, okay? So then turn your palms to face each other and the pinky side of the hand is on the mat. And the arms are straight along your sides. Good. And you want to lift one shoulder at a time and roll the shoulders under. So you scoot the shoulder blades together over the spine. And when you do that, press the outer edge of the upper arm down and let the armpit chest lift. So you have a curve in your whole spine, tail to head. Let the back of your neck lengthen and the front of the throat soften. So the chin comes towards the chest and the eyes look towards the heart. Yes. Yes, good. Now press into your inner feet. Exhale, pull your lower belly towards your spine and keep that lower belly towards the spine. As you inhale, lift your hips up. Press into the feet, engage your butt and the backs of your thighs and lift your hips up. Let the back of your neck lengthen as you come up. Don't look up to your brain, look down to your heart and lift your buttocks up. Yes, good. Feel the engagement of your buttocks and the backs of your thighs and breathe. Hold it and breathe. You can press a little more into the heels if you want to lift up more towards the tops of the shoulders. Lift the chest, let the chest lift. And as the chest lifts, the back of the neck lengthens, front of the throat softens. Yes, like Jalandhara Bandha. Now coming down, slowly lower your spine, one vertebra at a time, top to bottom. Elongate your lower back as you come down. Move your buttocks more towards your heels. And then when your lower back comes down, you release your hips and let your hips roll forward. Layla. Did you feel that? So there was like that's called sensory motor amnesia, where you have a bunch of vertebrae stuck together there, and so that it kind of fell off a cliff, right? So that's what you want to notice. No judgment, okay? It's not about judgment. This is always about going, okay, that's interesting. Stop. Maybe go back. See if you can. So when one side is engaging, the other side has to release. So when you're sinking, this part is engaging, and this part has to release, right? You have to let go there and you have to find that. And if you can't feel it, you can't find it, right? So then we have to be able to feel it. So we're going to do that again. Maybe walk your feet a little closer to your buttocks if you're able to. Okay. Yep, a little closer. Good. And then once again, roll the shoulders under and extend the arms. Press the outer edge of the upper arm down. Lift the armpit chest up. Let the back of the neck lengthen, front of the throat soften. Press into the inner feet strongly. Pull the belly towards the spine as you exhale, and then raise your hips up. Maybe you'll go a little higher this time. Don't harden the base of the skull or the eyes. Let the neck be soft and the jaw and the throat. And lift the buttocks. Good, and breathe, yes. And feel the engagement of the buttocks and the hamstrings working to lift. And as you engage the back, you have to let go of whatever's holding on in the front, stopping the movement. That's the idea. And then this time when you come down, you're going to soften the inner thighs. Don't widen the knees. Just soften the inner thighs at the pelvic floor. Relax the buttocks and gently lower the tailbone and sitting bones down. So you keep that little bit of a curve in your back without hardening your back. Just soften and drop your anchor gently down. Yes, good. And relax and take a breath. We're going to do it one more time. And bring your feet a little closer to your buttocks if you're able. A little closer. Good. And then roll the shoulders under again. Press the outer edge of the upper arm down. Press the inner feet down. Pull the belly towards the spine. Exhale and lift your butt up again. Butt and legs up. Let the back of your neck lengthen. Don't lift your chin. Let your eyes look down towards your belly button, towards your heart center. So, because these are eye muscles at the occiput. And if they're looking up, this is tense. So you have to release. Yes. That's it. Good. Breathe. Press a little more into the heels. If you want to come up a little higher towards the tops of the shoulders. Good, Sandra. Press into the inner feet. Don't let the knees come apart. So take the outer hips to the outer knees, wrap around to the inner knees and push down. Yes. And now lift your buttocks up high. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Turn your toes out a little. They're too much turned in. There you go. Good. Now slowly come down, either vertebra by vertebra, or release the gripping of the buttocks and drop the tail, or you can do vertebra by vertebra until you can start to release the gripping at the buttocks, right? And you can see how you can widen the pelvic floor a little and not grip quite so much there. Oh, there was that. It's a cliff again. So that's good for you to notice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll do one more before we rest. Turn the palms down. Roll the shoulders up towards each other so you sink the chest. The head might fall back a little. Exhale all the air out. Roll the hips back. Press the lower back down. And then lift the head up and look to the belly button. Head and shoulders come up. Yeah, it's an abdominal crunch. Good. It's called Nabi Darshanam. So allow the shoulder blades to come apart from each other and collapse the chest. Yes. So when you engage this and this, you have to release here. Good. Breathe. It's a little constricted, right? So you're breathing into your upper chest and upper back. You can't breathe here. So just breathe there. Let your shoulder blades come apart. Yes. Reach your hands towards your feet. Yes. Yes. And then slowly release head and shoulders down. Take your palms out. Extend your legs one by one and rest. Out for you now. Yeah. Okay. And when you come to Shavasana, reassess, right? So that you have like a quick release, because you're not going to be here for 5 minutes. So you take a moment, the first thing you do is scan and go, how can I create more space for myself? Okay. And then it's Pavanamuktasana, wind relieving pose, which is a variation of wind relieving and an abdominal crunch, one-legged. So roll the legs together, bend the knees one by one, bring the feet flat. Oh, actually, keep this. Actually, no, you can do this. This is fine. So then feet are all the way together. Exhale and roll your hips back. That's a pelvic tuck. So you pull the belly in and press the lower back down. So you're engaging your abdomen, releasing your lower back. Raise your right leg up, interlace your fingers behind the knee if your knee bothers, or on the shin, and tuck the chin down towards the chest. Yes. Flex your right foot. Now, push your right leg forward into your arms so your arms straighten and pull, and your shoulders will pull up and your head will fall back a little. That's fine. And press the lower back down strongly. When you do that, your hips roll back. Let your right leg lift up a few inches off the mat, and then extend it and lower it down. Right. So you should feel that the right leg gets light when you roll the hips back. It lifts the leg up. Now take a breath, and as you exhale, relax your right leg completely. Relax your arms, relax the abdomen, and let your right leg now fall in towards your chest. So not so much pulling, right? But letting it release as much as you're able. If your knees bother, you can hold behind the thigh. Okay. Yeah. And then the left leg is extended a little bit, pressing down, right? As you take the right leg and you compress it in after a couple of breaths and pull the knee up towards the chest and collapse and decompress. So like you deflate the leg. All the muscle deflates. Yeah, good. Then exhale all the air out. Press the lower back down strongly. Let the head and shoulders roll up. Bring the chin, nose, or forehead towards the inner knee. Again, it's an abdominal crunch. Sink the waist. Yes, Be here and breathe into your upper back and top chest. Good. Flex the right foot and point the left. Yes. Good. Yes. Yes. Good. And then inhale, head and shoulders down. Exhale, let the right leg fall forward and then press it forward till the arms straighten. Do not let go of the leg. Do not let go of the leg. So we go right back to what we did to get in, which is flex the right foot, push it forward, arms straighten, roll the hips back, press the lower back down. When you roll the hips back and press the lower back down, engaging the front, this left leg will lift up. Bend the knee and place the foot flat. So it's to learn how to use your abdominal strength to lift that leg up. Okay, so pay attention to that. That's the most important part. Okay, change legs. Left leg comes up. So right leg stays bent. Left leg comes up. Interlace. Flex the left foot. And not to lift the left leg. Just keep that knee bent, foot flat. Push the leg forward. Arms pull back. Roll the hips back. And then this right foot gets light. And now extend the right leg out on the mat. Extend the front of the right leg a little and press the back of the right leg down. Take a breath, exhale, relax everything on the left and let the left leg fall. Don't pull, let it fall first. Let the hips roll back. And as the hips roll back, this falls. Then you can compress and deflate and draw the knee up towards the chest and flex the left foot, point the right, exhale all the air out, sink the chest and ribs down, curl the head and shoulders up, bring the chin, nose, forehead towards the left knee. Yes, good. Breathe here and breathe. So let this broaden and collapse here, any amount. Yes, yes, and that, yes. Come aim here with your nose. Yes, good. Inhale, head and shoulders down. Exhale, press the leg forward into the arms till the arms straighten. Roll the hips back, flexing the foot. As the hips roll back, the right leg lifts up from the waist, lift it up, and then bend the knee. Place the foot flat. So learn how to connect this action to the leg raising up, right? Because you don't want to raise the leg up like this. Look here. Look here, friends. You don't want to raise the leg up like this, right? You want to raise the leg up like this because that's releasing the back and engaging the front, okay? And then release the left leg down, extend the legs and arms and rest in Shavasana. It's like a simple move, but it's a powerful connection of your brain to this part of your body of how to move here because it gets stuck in this sitting position. Sitting all the time, right? So that you don't know how to do this anymore, right? Or connect your brain to engage here, release here. So that's why we do this, to reset, right? And stabilize this area. So important, okay? And then a Supta Vajrasana from Tadagi Mudra. So bring the legs together, roll the inner thighs down, extend the front of the feet and legs, press the roots of the thighs down and curl the tailbone up and the hips roll back. That's a pelvic tuck. Bring your arms along your sides, palms down, firm elbows, knees. Exhale, pull the belly to the spine. Inhale, take the arms overhead. Tadagi Mudra. Yeah, reach and stretch and lengthen and hollow the waist and breathe. From the elbows and knees, extend the fingers and the tops of the feet a little bit. Bring the fingers all the way together and the thumbs. Make a seal. Good. If you can bring your left arm a little more in. More in. Yeah. A little more in. Yeah. No, the left one is out to here. Yeah. Good. Now, firm exhale, like really sink your tailbone comes up, lower belly down, and the sides of the ribs down. And when you do that, you'll feel the shoulders pull in and lift up. That's fine. And then keep pressing the whole back down, including the lower back ribs, and bend your knees up in towards your chest, one at a time, without touching the ground if you're possible. Bend your knee, take it to your chest without touching the ground. Yes. Roll your ribs back, Faina, your ribs. Yes. Okay. Good. Cross the feet at the ankles and pull the knees apart. So this down. Yeah. So that the back, this is down too. And this is down. Try not to harden. Spread and press down and sink here. Yes. And breathe. You can still breathe. Yes. Pull the knees apart. Hook the feet at the ankles. Yes. Widen the pelvic floor. Isometric contraction. Yes. And towards the sides of the body. Tailbone curls up. Sink the waist down. Try to find ease with the effort, right? So it's not like this, right? It's hollow and spread. Sink that and release this. Yes. Pull the knees apart. Keep widening, especially your left one. Yes. It's tighter. Good. Change the cross of the feet. Pull the knees wide. So you have widening in the pelvic floor, isometric contraction. Yes. And towards the sides of the body. Yeah. Don't pull. Don't pull. No, no, no. Use your waist. This has to sink. This has to sink down. Away from my, yes, down. Let the shoulders pull in when that happens. So it's like a crunch. It's this. Yes, but keep the head down. Yes, good. Use that sinking action here. Yes, good. And wider, 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 wider. Yes, good. Yes, good. Now inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, wrap your arms around your legs. Hug your knees in towards the sides of the body. Let them come a little closer together and relax the feet. Keep the ankles crossed and the knees, they're more in. Yeah. Relax the feet. Yes. Yes. Change the cross of the legs. Repeat. So now you bring your knees in quite a bit. And like that, you can relax here. And just squeeze yourself into a little tiny seed. Yes, good. And then you roll up to sit, right? So you lift your legs up, look between your legs, head up, tuck your chin, roll up to sit. Yes, good. Okay, so watch me for a second. So you're here, you lift, you sink here and look up. So like that abdominal crunch, right? So that the back has to release, including the shoulder blades, right? And then you just use the momentum of the legs and the head. So you start to use your torso, right? Instead of always using the arms. Yeah. Now look between your legs. Good. Now a little moment. That's it. Tuck your feet and tuck your head as you come up. Swing. Yes. Yes. You did it. Yes. Good. So the next thing is coming up to standing without your hands. Now you can use momentum, right? You can, but you would want to tuck the blanket back so you don't slide with your feet. And you can also so you can do like this. Start like this, Sharon. Okay, so just don't use your arms. Otherwise, you can use a little momentum. Come up. Yes, Sandra, look forward and reach your arms way forward. Yes. Yes, so that forward momentum helps a lot. Yes, Sharon. Yes. Yes. Good. Okay. So basically, you have to train yourself to connect your brain to this part of your body so that you can reestablish because we have sensory motor amnesia. This part of our body becomes like a dead zone, right? We can't feel anything. So we want to re-feel this part and how we can move, because that's where the power is, from the center of the body. There's no power here, right? But this is all we do here, right? And sometimes this, so we're trying to move from the center out, and that's where all the tension is also. So we have the powerful release of tension as well. Okay, 5 directions of the spine, which are also opening the lung channels. So from your elbows and knees, feet and legs together. And since Katie's on this side, it's a good excuse for me not to have to mirror. So now inhale, raise your right arm forward and up. Good. Exhale, give more of a pelvic tuck, feet all the way together. Inner edges of the feet touch each other. Yeah, pelvic tuck means tailbone forward, sides of the waist back. Once again, inhale, lift and get more length on your right side. Exhale, you slide your left arm down, little, keep your right arm and ear together. Keep the lift of the chest. Breathe into your right side ribs. Open these ribs up so you can get more breath in there. Feel the breath in there. And then at the end, if you want, you can push your ribs a little out and up. You get a little release. Yes, and then inhale, you come up. Exhale, your arm comes down, palm turns in. Firm your thighs, firm your waist, arms and legs. Inhale, raise your left arm up. Exhale, give more of a pelvic tuck. Inhale, get more length on your left side. Exhale, reach down with your right arm. Keep your left arm and your ear together. Keep your chest lifted. Breathe into your left side ribs. as you're here, if you start to loosen up a little, you can push your ribs towards the side and up towards the ceiling. And then inhale, you come up, and exhale and turn the palm. That's Ardha Kati Chakrasana. Kati Chakrasana, inhale, you raise your arms up so one can go forward and one back. Maybe come a little forward, Sharon, and a little back. And then, yeah, good. Okay, so when you lift your arms, firm your triceps. Draw the shoulder blades down, lift the elbows up, and extend from the center of your chest to the thumb side of your hand and the center of your upper back to the pinky side of the hand, so that both your upper bodies, your back and your front are equally extending, okay? Now, exhale, bend your left elbow, bring your hand under your right chest, and then inhale, turn to your right, look back at your right hand, and pull your right hip a little forward so the twist comes more in your ribs. And then breathe into your right chest under your left hand. Relax your arm. Here, yeah, feel the breath in the top chest. Feel the ribs moving as you breathe. And then inhale, you open your left arm out as you come back to the center. Feet and legs all the way together. Inner edges of the feet touch each other. Exhale, bend your right arm under your left collarbone. Draw the shoulders down, especially the left one. Inhale, turn to the left. Look back at your left hand. Pull the left hip forward. Try to keep the twist in the ribs and abdomen. And breathe into your left chest under your right hand. Pull the right shoulder down, both shoulders down, Layla. Yes, yes. Lean back to your heels more. Drop back. Yes, yes. Good. And then inhale, you open your right arm back, coming out to the center. And exhale, lower your arms. Good. And then Ardha Chandrasana, hands on your hips, fingers down. Bring your hands down a bit more than you would normally. Find your tailbone. Curl your tailbone under. Strong pelvic tuck, firm thighs. Really lift the pubic bone up. Push your hips forward over your toes. Not to sink into your lower back. Lift up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then if you're able, you lift your chest and chin and head up, or just the chest, right? Push the hips forward from the tailbone, not from the top of the hips, from the bottom. Lift the top of the thighs up and breathe. Yes, Susan, good. More tailbone forward, Layla. Push your hips forward. Yeah, more. There you go. Now lift your chest any amount. Yes. Tailbone forward. Yes. Good. And then pushing your thighs back. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, extend your arms down. Coming back to Samasthiti. Buttocks down, Layla. Pubic up. Yeah. Good. Firm elbows. Extend your fingers. Thumbs down. Good. Now interlace your fingers for Urdhva Hastasana. Firm your elbows, firm your waist, firm your knees, look a little down, and inhale, take your arms forward and up. Again, squeeze the triceps and armpits and elbows in, and lift now the chest. Lift your arms, firm your knees and thighs a lot, shift your weight forward towards your toes, look at something on the ground that doesn't move, and then lift your feet up. Like if you can lift an inch, that's good. Squeeze the inner edges of the feet together, breathe. Lift your ribs off your hips. Now coming down under your fingers, pulling your front ribs to your back ribs a little, and then lower your heels and arms down. Good. Okay, Ardha Uttanasana, turn your palms back. Lift your upper arm bones a little and roll your shoulder blades together over your spine. Inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, maintain the lift of the chest and hollow the abdomen. Once again, inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, you stick your butt back, chest, chin forward. Keep the shoulder blades together over the spine. Keep the arms at the top of the hips. Come as far as you can go comfortably, halfway at most. Look forward, Sharon. Look forward at that wall. Head up more, head up more, head up, 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 up. Yes, feel that straightening your upper back more. You're engaging your upper back muscles here. Yes. Ardha Uttanasana. If you can straighten your legs and shift your weight forward towards your toes. Yes. Yes. Good. And then inhale, you come up, buttocks down, and level your gaze and turn your palms in. A couple of breaths. Shift your thighs back a little, Sharon. Good. So your ears are over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips, hips over your knees, knees over your ankles. You want to use your musculature to recorrect your posture so that you can let your weight settle down into gravity instead of holding ourselves up out of gravity, right? We want to be in gravity, but lined up. Okay, so that takes some practice, right, for most of us. So now we're going to do some sun salutation practice. So maybe take the blanket off the mat, Sharon. And I'm going to move your bolster back here. Yeah, so it's not in that way. Okay, and then you start the suns. These are like a variation to slowly work our strength and balance. So bring your feet 2 feet back or so. Okay, and then stand in Samastitihi. So when you stand in Samastitihi, feet together all the way. Yeah, it's a balance when the feet are together, right? When the feet are apart, much easier. So in Tai Chi, we call this Wu Chi. There's no separation between yin and yang. But when you do this, now you have yang and you have yin, and then you find the balance that way. Here, it's one. Okay. So pull your lower belly in towards your spine. That's your Dantian point, also in Chinese medicine and Qigong, Tai Chi, and so on. So that gives you a lot of firmness right there. If that's hanging loose and someone pushes you, you'll fall over. If that's tight in towards your spine, you've got balance, right? So find that. Firm your outer hips in and root down from your outer hips to your outer feet. And as you firm your outer legs in, take your inner legs to the bones so they don't squeeze in, right? Find your inner ankles and lift up from your inner ankles to your inner knees. That's a lazy area. And that's the core of the body. The core of the body is an apple core. It's not here. So your inner legs from your ankles to your knees get lazy and disconnected from the earth. And then your inner knees up to your perineum. Tailbone forward, trying to meet the pubic. Lift the pelvic floor. That's Mula Bandha. Yeah, take that lift all the way up through the top of the head. And then roll the upper arm bones a little back, pull the arms down, and lift the chest straight up, not forward with the ribs, but straight up. Rib basket straight up off the hips. Yeah, so you have more space. Good. And breathe. Yay. Okay. Turn your palms a little in towards each other. Yes, good. And draw your chin a little back, Sandra. And then open your eyes and look from the back of your head, from the sides of your head, from the front, from the top. Look everywhere, from your skin, at your buttocks, everywhere. So you're looking with all your senses, not just your eyes piercing forward. Yes. Now inhale, take your arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. Be here and breathe. Buttocks down. Yes. Good. Triceps in, armpits in, and then the forearms resist. So the elbows straighten and you reach up. Not so much back. Up. Thighs back, Sharon. Thighs back. Yes. That's it. Good. Now exhale, you swan dive, buttocks back, chest chin forward, shoulder blades together over the spine. Ardha Uttanasana. Look forward, head way up, head way up, head way up, head way up. Yes, that's it. Now inhale, you're going to look down, lift your heels up as you bend your knees. Bring your hands on the ground about a foot in front of your feet. Go forward more with your hands, Sharon. Forward more with your hands. Yes. Now lean into your hands. That's it. And then you unfold your legs and you can lightly hop with your ankles or step, and don't go super wide, far back. You want to work towards getting your heels down, head down, buttocks up, waist hollow. Breathe. Try to get the weight in your legs. Sharon, come a little more towards your hands. Walk forward. There you go. Even more, actually. Widen your feet a little more from each other. Good. Come a little more forward, a teeny bit more. Try that. See if you can let your heels come down as you lift the fronts of the legs up. Yes. And you have quite a lift here. So I'm going to let your buttocks drop down a little that way. Yeah. Good. Turn your hands just a little out. Good. And press there. Yes. Good. Beautiful. And this is firm. In and up. Yes. Good. And the waist is hollow, like a greyhound dog. Yes. Good. Now you bend your elbows and knees and lift your heels and shift your weight over your hands, round your spine up and lightly hop or step back into that squat. Yes. Come to your fingertips. Feet together if you can. Yep. Good. Head up. Good. Firm your waist back towards your spine, sides of the waist, tail curls under a little. Take your arms back And then as you exhale, you unfold your legs, Ardha Uttanasana. Yes, Sharon, head up, head up, head up, head up. Yes, that'll keep you from falling down. Good. And then inhale, you turn your palms as you come up. Look straight ahead. Your arms come out to the side. That's it. Reach triceps firm. Yes. Look straight ahead, buttocks down. Yes. See how they go together. Yeah, firm your elbow joints. Yes. Exhale, lower your arms. Good. Okay. You see how you can do this, one of these, and you feel more together. It's just to pull yourself together, ladies. That's it. You know, finding all the bits and how to be in this body, right? We get disembodied so quickly. Our whole culture is disembodiment. Okay, so let us do one more of those. Okay, so inhale, you take your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, firm elbows and knees. Now, if you like, you can take the head back, but yes, right? You have to keep your pelvic tuck, slide the throat back, lift the armpit chest up, head goes back even more, palms together. Exhale, you swan dive forward, Ardha Uttanasana, shoulder blades together, buttocks back, chest, chin forward, head up, way up, Sharon. Yes, good. Inhale, you look down, lift your heels, bring your hands a foot or so in front of you. Put the weight in your hands, lean forward, lift your buttocks, lightly hop or step, down dog. Firm elbows and knees, hollow waist, head release, breathe. Okay, Layla, bring your feet closer together. You're too wide. Yes, and a little closer towards your hands. Try that. Now, drop your heels and turn your heels a little more out so the outer edges of your feet are parallel. And then when you drop the heels, it's like you're reaching the feet back and you're getting the outer heel down. And then you lift the head of the shin bone up and you press the legs back. Yes. And then lift your ribs up towards your shoulder blades. Release your head. Yes. Yes. And move your ribs this way towards your hips now. Yes. Don't overextend your thumbs. Press there. Good. Now, bend your knees and elbows, shift your weight forward, look between your hands, lightly hop or step back into that squat, coming to your fingertips. Good. Yep. Firm your waist, take your arms back, shoulder blades together, chin forward, chest forward, look up. Look up. Yes. Good. Shift your weight forward, Margie, and lift your chest higher, shoulder blades higher. There you go. And then inhale, reach up, buttocks down, and exhale and lower your arms. Good. Okay. We're going to do a second type. Okay. Coming forward, firm your elbows and knees, soften and broaden your gaze. As you inhale, look a little down, shifting your weight forward towards your toes. Lift your heels and your arms up. Palms face forward. Yep. Now, exhale, look down, bend your knees. You're going to sit on your heels. Heels stay lifted. Arms come parallel to the ground. And then you move your knees forward. Your heels come up more and your shoulders back. Good. It's called low utkatasana. Good, Sharon. And then exhale, you bring your hands down. You're going to lightly hop or step back, this time to high plank. Straight arm chaturanga. Palms flat, buttocks up. Yes, good. Chest forward. Buttocks back towards the heels, firm the waist. And then exhale, you shift your weight a little forward, squeeze your elbows in, and bend and lower down. You can lower your knees. Yes, good. Yeah, now tuck your chin, point your toes, take your tailbone towards the backs of your knees, and breathe in and out. This is pose of surrender. Curl your toes under, firm your thighs and knees up, press your hips down, lift your head and chest up a little, squeeze your elbows in, firm your waist. Exhale, you try to push your buttocks up and back into down dog. You can go through bent knees, but do try to engage your waist, especially the lower waist and thighs. Okay, 5 breaths here, or some breaths. Some breaths are taken. Yes, fine. Walk your feet closer to your hands for this practice. It's not such a wide down dog. Go even closer. Now, can you root the heels down? And let's stay there and breathe. And as you do that, lift up the head of the shin bone up off the top of the foot, up and back, up both feet, up and back. Lift that. Lift the kneecaps. Press the thighs back. Try to open the backs of the knees. Pushing back. Yes. Push your legs back until you break through your skin. Yes. That's your work. Yes. Good. Now, see how you're, stay there for a second. Outer ankle in, back that way. Yes. And then lift. Yes. And then the ribs up. Take your ribs this way. Yes. Squeeze here. Good. Now, you're going to shift your weight forward, bend your elbows and knees around your spine, step or lightly hop into that low Utkatasana, feet together. You can walk. Come to your fingertips, heels up, and then you shift your weight a little back, arms forward, knees forward, sorry, shoulders back. Yes, good. Now coming up, you start to raise your arms, look down. You can lower the heels a little, but keep the heels up. And then exhale, lower the heels and arms. So think about, you don't want to be as high as you can. Just a little bit up so you strengthen the feet, okay? We'll do it again. Wasn't that fun? Yes, good. Firm the elbows and knees. Firm the waist. Soften and broaden the gaze. Start to shift your weight towards your balls of your feet. Lift your heels just a little. Notice how the outer ankles collapse out, right? Draw the outer ankles in. Roll. So here, roll this ankle outer to inner. Try to keep the inner ankles together. Roll the tops of the feet towards each other. And then just lift a quarter of an inch. Take your arms up. Good. And then you start to bend your knees and lower your arms, keeping your torso upright. Then your knees come a little forward and shoulders back, shoulders over the hips. Yeah, very good. Yeah, Sharon's doing it. And then you bring your hands down, lean into your hands, lightly step or jump. Yeah, so Margie, the problem is your hands are too close to your feet. So go back into that shape. Heels up, hands flat. Now bring your feet back or your hands forward, one or the other, or both. Now lift your hips up and lean forward into your hands. Hips up, hips up, hips up. Lean forward, more forward, more forward, more forward. You feel the weight in your hands now? Now step or jump. Yes. So yeah, so you so you can step until you feel you can jump. But do you understand? You got to get your weight is all in your legs, not in your hands, right? So this is how you train yourself to get the weight in the hands. And you don't have to be straight. You can bend. Right? Okay. Like firm your muscles and like it's fear and lack of faith in your arms. So you have to build it slowly, the faith in your arms. Okay. Yeah. And then you lower down. That's right. Good job, Katie. Katie's such a good student. Oh, listen, there's no harm done holding that pose for 1 minute. It's very good. Okay. Now, in this position, just pull your hands back more towards your armpits, forehead down, toes point, pose of surrender. Take a breath. Now, curl your toes under, firm your knees and thighs up, press your hips down, pull your belly in towards your spine. And when you do that, pull your ribs in towards your pubic bone. Lift your head and shoulders up, reach your elbows in, and push up into down dog. So it's kind of a combination of lifting the head up a little, but engaging the abdomen a lot. Good. Sandra, walk your feet forward, more forward, more forward, wider apart, more forward. Yes. A little less wide. Good. Buttocks up. Take your chest towards your thighs. Yes. Straight knees. Yes. Good. And breathe. Can you straighten the knees up? Yes. This one. All the way straight. This one. Firm that. Yes. And go this way. So you want to take the weight back into your leg. Palms flat. Yes. Buttocks up. Lift your hips up. Yes. Yes. Press here. Yes. Firm here. Yes. And get the weight in the legs. Yes. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. And then you step or jump into that low Utkatasana. Yeah. So then keep your heels up. Okay. Just keep your heels up and straighten your knees. A little more space. Okay. A little more space, but try to take less space and firm your knees. Not pushing the knee back, But lift the knee up with the quadricep. That's the important, that's how you straighten your knee, actually. Okay, and then you come to low Utkatasana. So when you pull your knees forward and shoulders back, your heels will come up more. So try to pull your shoulders back, Sharon. More, more. Yes, good. Now look down. Pull the belly in. The heels drop a little. Reach your arms up. And then lower your arms and heels. Okay, good. Okay, maybe that's enough for today of the sun salutation. Huh? Maybe one more. We'll do one more, just one more. I was going to add the other one in, but but let's do one more. I'll try to move it along. So inhale, you take your arms up. Exhale, you come to Ardha Uttanasana. Now in this one, inhale, you lean more towards your toes. Bring your fingertips down, head up. Yes, stay there and breathe. So go ahead, lean forward towards your toes. Any amount. Yes. Now bring your hands all the way down. You can bend the knees. Now widen your feet a little, Sandra, and then straighten your knees. Only if you need to. Okay. Yes, and head way up. Head way up. Look forward. No, keep the hands down with the head up and lean forward into your hands more. Yes, and take your head towards Katie. Any amount. Yes, like that. Now flat palms, step or jump, plank pose. Yes, chest forward, Sandra. Chest forward. There. Good. Now, when you go to lower down this time, you're going to bend your knees, widen your knees, bring your inner feet together, keep your toes curled under, keep your arms strong, wrap your triceps around, spread your palms, hollow your waist, and release your head down. Yeah, good. Yeah. So Sandra, you and anyone else, you can always go into this pose if you're getting tired in down dog too, right? So you can go back and forth between the two, okay? Now, you're going to inhale, come up onto your hands and knees. Bring your knees hip width. Curl your toes, keep your toes curled under, and your feet hip width. Bring your inner elbows forward. Pull your elbows back, lift your head up, stick your butt out. And then you move your chest and chin forward. You can either touch or just glide forward, lowering your hips, point your toes. Yeah. Pull your hands back under your armpits. Head up. Find your tops of the feet down, firm your knees up, find your tailbone, take it towards your pubis, and press the bottom of the pubic bone down and the roots of the thighs, and lift your chest up higher and higher. Yes, so this is Cobra. Don't push into your hands, Sharon. Pull your hands more back. Push your buttocks down and lift your hair up. Your head. Yeah. There you go. Good. Now from here, you curl the toes under, firm the thighs, firm the waist, firm the elbows. So a little bit, you pull your ribs and waist in, and then you push up into down dog. And breathe. Yeah. Firm here. Firm, these aren't engaged. Yes, this has to engage. And this, yes. So you want the weight back here, not in the arms. So as much as you can, use your legs. Use your legs and pull your hips back with your legs. It's all in the arms. Try to get more legs. Yes. Good. Then you shift your weight forward, bend your elbows and knees, lightly hop or step. You're going to go to that extended back Uttanasana. Yes. Yes. Lean forward. Yes. Lean forward. Yes. Yes, like that, Sandra. Yes. Yes. Head up. Good. And then exhale, you come up to Ardha Uttanasana. Half. Yes. Stay there and breathe. Good. Lean forward towards your feet. Yes. Shoulder blades. There. Good. And then exhale. Inhale. Reach your arms up, buttocks down. Look up or straight ahead. Don't push your thighs forward, Sandra. Yes. Stay there and breathe. Good. So if you want to try, you take this back. Don't push this forward, right? This back. Palms together. So it's upper back. Yes. And then palms together if your arms are straight. Good. Exhale, lower your arms. Look straight ahead. That's it. Okay. It's kind of like that low cobra, right? Kind of like that low cobra. Okay. One more. Feet together. Inhale. You can take the head back, exhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, extended back Uttanasana. Yes, widen your feet maybe, Sandra, also. Yeah. Bend your knees a little. Yeah. Good. Yeah, see, it's coming better. Then you flat palm, step or jump. Straight arm chaturanga. Then you exhale. Wide knees, inner edge of the feet together. Push the buttocks back towards the heels. Breathe. Yes. Good. Yes. So we tend to get stuck in sensation in poses. Like down dog always feels this way. We've got to, so we're trying to find different ways of feeling it so that we stop engaging the things that aren't helpful, which means release, and engage the things we need to engage more, right? So it's going to feel different. So now you're going to come up to your hands and knees. Bring your knees and feet hip width. Spread your palms, fingers well. Turn your inner elbows forward. Bend your elbows back. Look here, Sandra. Buttocks up. Chest. And then you glide forward or extend your legs back. Yes. There you go. Now pull your hands back under your armpits, more towards your lower ribs even. Yeah. Feet on the ground, tops of the feet down. Firm your knees up. Find your tailbone and curl it towards your pubic and press the bottom of the pubic bone down. Top of the pubic bone lifts up with the belly. Press the tops of the thighs down and lift the chest. Yes, engage your back strength. Shoulder blades together. Don't push into your arms. Yes. And then coming up, you curl the toes under, firm the thighs, firm the waist and leg. Pull that up. Ah, good, Margie. I don't know if that felt good to you, but it looked good. Good, breathe here. Yes, Sandra, getting better. Yes, more is in the legs. That's it. Good. Spread your hands a little more and press into the base knuckles of your fingers, not your wrist. Push forward into the fingers. Yes, coming off the wrist. Yes, get long and lean. Yes. My husband was looking at this map of the United States. Act mean is nice. Act nice is mean. Act mean is mean. Act nice is nice. They split the states into 4 regions. So you want to be lean and mean. Look mean. Okay, now shift your weight forward, bend your elbows, round your spine, step or hop into that extended back Uttanasana. Head up, way up. Yes, head way up. Yes, feel the upper back. Yes, that's it. And then you go to Ardha Uttanasana. Yes, head way up, Sandra, head way up. Yes, and then buttocks down, arms up, inhale, reach up. Don't push the side forward. Good, yes, and exhale, lower the arms. So for you, don't take the head back, just arms up and keep this like you did. That was good because that engaged your legs. That's really good. Okay, so now we'll do some standing poses if there's time. No, there's not time. We're not doing standing poses. Okay, it's 10:36, so we're coming down to sit. So those were our standing poses. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it does. That's okay. I mean, look, the point isn't to do as many things as you can. The point is to connect your brain to your body so that it can, because we disconnect. And when we disconnect, we create sensory motor amnesia and we can't move from that part of our body anymore. So this is like Sudoku, but like times a bazillion, because most of your brain is to move your body. And our bodies are amazing. So let us connect the brain to the body and remember how to move it well, right? That's the important thing. In my humble opinion, imho. Parkinson's, I mean, anything, we were all disconnected. We totally wired into computers and screens of all types. And, we're disconnected from this. And then disembodiment is like, there's these demons in Hindu cosmology, in their Vedic astrology. Well, it's one demon actually, but it's Ketu, Raju and Ketu, they're the nodes of the moon in their Vedic astrology. And Rahu is a head without a body, and Ketu is a body without a head, because he got his head cut off by one of the gods who knew he was misbehaving. But so we tend to be a lot of heads without bodies, right? Yeah. So, okay, so Dandasana. And then, of course, there are bodies without heads. It seems like there's also that. Yeah. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Good. Try not to lean back, Layla. Walk your hands forward. More forward. Yes. Push down and lift up. Yes. It's like cobra. The shoulders are down, the chest is up. Yeah, and the head is a little down. Good. Walk the hands back a step. Firm your heels down, toes up. Firm your arms a lot. Lift your chest a lot. Now, firm your legs. Squeeze your legs in towards each other. Squeeze your buttocks. Dig your heels down. Squeeze the backs of your thighs and your buttocks and your outer hips and legs. And engage your hamstrings as much as you can. Yes. Yes. Good, Susan. Yes. Buttocks up more, Katie. And don't point your feet. Flex. Yes. Okay. Come down. Good. Yeah. Yeah. So we're so used to pointing the feet, right? Now, buttocks up, tailbone up, Layla. Yes. That's it. Good. And come down. So we're trying to find those muscles in the back of the body. Yes. To engage the hamstrings. Yes. It helps you find the hamstrings a little bit more. And then you can do this, but then I cramp. I just cramped doing that. Yeah. So I think it's better to don't go to that unless you start with that intention. Yeah. Yeah. But you can see, right? So if it's easy for you to point your toes and do it and lift, you can do that. You can totally do that. This is just to teach people how to find the hamstrings to engage. Okay. Now take your big toes. Good. And you touch your thumb tip to your two fingertips. That's so two fingers in between, and you go to the root of that middle finger, and then you wrap around and touch. That's the yogi toe lock. Okay. Now, if that's too challenging, you can bend your knees, you can sit on a blanket, you can use a belt. So this is all good. And then you inhale, lift the chest up, exhale, follow the abdomen, pull the elbows out, shoulders broad, shoulder blades broad, away from the base of the neck, and breathe into your back body. And see if you can get the backs of your knees down, Susan. So engage your knees. Yes, engage the outer knees more than the inner knees. Yes, engage the tops of the knees and the bottoms of the knees. Yes, that's the way. Is that okay for you? Yeah, good. Now inhale, come up, exhale, release. So how to straighten the legs? Engage the quadriceps and release the hamstrings. Hamstrings, bend the knees, right? So you engage and you don't, if you roll in like this, well, then don't engage here, engage here more. Press the outer knees down, above and below the knees down. Press down. Yes. Yes. Okay. Hold the outer feet. And then lift the waist up. And then find as little effort as you need to maintain those things. And then exhale and release, holding the outer feet. Breathe into the back body. Shoulders away from the ears, broad. Yes, Kitty. Good. So good, Sandra. Stay there. Yes, with the head. Tuck the chin in towards the notch at the clavicles. More release the base of the skull. Yes. Good. Beautiful. And then root the thighs down and inhale, lift the chest up, holding the feet, and then exhale, release. Good. Right leg, right, like so. If that's too much, you can tuck it under the knee like this, right? Or if able, you can take half lotus, okay? Tuck it under the knee, too high. Yeah, try that. Bring it right under the knee. Forward more, forward. There you go. Yes, good. Okay, and then you're gonna come forward. And Sharon, maybe sit up on a blanket or two. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Good. So you choose your method. So this is gonna get into your hip, right? But if your knee is really high or bothers your knee, don't do, right? So this is for the hip, right? And then you come over. If you can hold the toe here and breathe. Yes, Sandra, good. Yes, Katie, relax your right foot. Yeah. And see if you can allow the knee to come down more. Now push your left foot forward, Katie, into your hand. Push the gas forward. A little, yes, a little more. A little more forward with the ball of the foot. Inner foot forward more. Inner leg forward more. Big toe forward. Yes. Yeah. Now find sort of the right amount so you're not like doing something funny with your foot that's unhelpful, and take the back of the knee down. Yeah. There you go. Don't pull the big toe mound back. Don't pull. Yes. Yes. Good. Good. And then inhale, come up and change legs. Very good. Okay. So you can either tuck under, you can take this more for the hip, and then if you're able, you can do the full to the half lotus rather. Okay. And you can have the hands forward. Yeah. So if you're in the half lotus, you want to end up with the ankle in the groin so it's not too much across. A little less, bring your knee more out to the side. Yeah. More like that. Yes. And then relax this leg for a moment and let it turn out so you can get that. So you're not right on the quad. You're up in the crease of the groin, right? Yeah. And then you can turn this leg a little in and come down. Yeah. And be mindful of your knee. If there's any knee issue, you don't do it. Yeah. Okay here. Good, good, Katie. Push your foot a little forward. Relax your the top of your foot. Don't, yes. And that ideally helps you go forward and down more. And you can hold more towards the heel. Like this. Bring your hands down towards the heel more. Yes. Reach your arms in front of your foot, any amount. Reach your arms off the ground, like this. And then hold one wrist. Yes. Down towards the heel more. Yes. And push the foot forward. Don't pull the toes back. Don't pull the, yes. In fact, yes. There you go. Because you're wasting a lot of effort. And that's also corresponds with your chest hair. So don't do this with your foot. Yeah. Good. And then inhale, come up. Good. And exhale, release. Good. And sit in Dandasana. Now, take a blanket and sit on it, or it could be two blankets. And so when you sit on the blanket, it's skinny edge forward. We're going to do Virasana, one leg in Virasana. And if you need softness under your shin, you could have a blanket under your shins also. Yeah, so you need to fold up your blanket like they were. Yeah. And then turn them so that this way, like that. Yeah. Okay. Now you lean to your left and take your right leg into Virasana. Yeah. So your toe points back. Lean all the way over. Get your right hand behind the knee. Pull that calf flesh back. Don't pull the inner knee skin. Just pull the calf flesh back. And then you can lift and shift and sit on that heel. So your toe, you don't want to be on the inside edge of your foot, right? You want to be on the top of your foot, the top. And so if you lift, so if you're here, right, you got to be here, lift and shift, sit on that so you get more of the outer edge of the foot and shin. So the whole leg is in internal rotation. Then you come back and sit on the inside. Yes, like that. Yes. Yeah. Now, if it's still not enough, it seems like it's not enough, you might need another blanket. Yeah. So maybe grab another blanket. Okay. And then actually, when you sit on the heel, you can move this over a little bit. So just your left cheek is on it, not your right cheek. Yeah. And then move that foot a little bit out so that you can put your hand between your hip and heel. So move your blankets a little that way because you don't want you to get your foot off the mat. That's too much. But okay, you can try that. Okay, good. Yes, that's it. And then you can bring this whole knee a little forward, right? And not just the knee, but you hold the ankle and bring that whole leg forward more. The foot out to the side more. That one. Yeah. You're not sitting on the heel. You're sitting in between the heels. Move that foot out to the side. Yeah. And the knee in towards the other knee. Look here. Hold here. See, I'm holding my foot here? And then lift that up and move it in. Yes. And the foot out. And then let your buttocks descend into that hole. Yes. Yes. There you go. Getting closer. Okay. Good. Yeah. So Sharon, sit up on the bolster. Use the bolster. Okay. And those who are ready, you can start to go into a forward bend. Shayanga Mukhaka Pada Paschimottanasana is the name of this pose. 3 limbs, 3-limbed forward bend, 3 limbs forward. Yeah. Turn that bolster long ways like this. Yes. Sit on that like in Dandasana. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So we have the other knee back, but that's okay. Come a little more forward. Come forward on the blanket. Come on the bolster. So just your buttocks is on it, not the back of your thigh. Yes. Maybe the very top of the thigh. There you go, like that, Sharon. Yes. Come out. Come out. Come off. Put a blanket on top of that bolster and try again. Come all the way off. And when you fold the blanket, unfold that blanket. Okay, that's fine. You can do it like that. That's perfect. Yeah. Try that. Good. Okay. Inhale, come up. Yeah. So also, Faina, Sharon, before you begin, move the bolster over that way. We're going to do the other leg. So you want to be, the bolster should be in the middle of your mat, so you don't have to move the bolster. You can move yourself, right? So we're going to keep working on this because this is, I think, a challenging one for many of us. Okay. So Faina, you would want your heel out to the side more. So you're sitting on the heel. There you go. I want to see your heel though. I would like to see more of your heel and your calf. And your calf. Right? It means you have to move your whole body over that way more. Yes, more like that. Okay. Change legs though. Okay. So sit in Dandasana first and take a beat. So what is the counter pose for bending the knee back like that? Take a wild guess. Straightening it, Dandasana. So that means engage your kneecaps also. Yes. Good. Not push your shins down, not push your thighs down. Engage the quadriceps to release. Yeah. Okay, now the left knee back, right? So you can lean over, dig the flesh straight back. See where here's my fingers. And here I'm putting my fingers right behind my knee on the calf and pulling the calf flesh back to create a hollowing sensation in the back of the knee. Then I lift and shift. And now I'm going to sit on that heel for a moment so I get more of the outer calf and foot on the mat, because that's internal rotation. And then I shift over and try to keep this internally, because if it goes this, that's external. I'm keeping this internal and this internal. They're just going different directions. Yeah. And then you can take this and move this whole thing forward. And then you move this out to the side. Oh. You do need that. Yeah. You could use a little more. Yeah. Hey, Sharon. Just sit upright. Don't go any further than that. Yeah. If you feel you can't go further, don't. Push your inner foot a little more forward. Yeah. Good. See how that pulls you forward? Like it makes you go into the forward bend. This makes you go back. Don't push the brakes. Push the gas and go forward. Yes. Sharon, you sit upright. Yeah. 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 So I'd like to give you even more height. So come out for a sec. Yeah, that's good. And just have it under both butt cheeks for now. Doesn't matter. Yes. A little better, right? Yes. And then you can also have a blanket here rolled up under your ankle there, right? Because it's tight there as well. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll just show you what you do so you have that in your mind. Go ahead and put that back there now. A little better. And just keep this knee bent. Just keep this knee bent. Don't even straighten the leg. Sit up straight. You can also do it that way, right? So you start to get this guy going in this direction, which is the counter pose for everything we do in our whole life. And now straighten this leg. Okay, come on up. Extend your legs. Sitting down that. Good. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. And remove the blankets and come forward on your mat and extend your arms. Point your feet a little. And make sure you have enough room behind you to extend your arms overhead. We're going to go to Tadagi Mudra. Curl your tailbone under any amount. Pull. Yes, Layla. And then at some point, your arms go with you. Yes, Susan. Very good. Oops, Margie. We're working on it. Yes. Good. Stay here and extend your body and hollow your abdomen. And try to sink your ribs and waist down any amount. So your front ribs to your back ribs, which means your chest will hollow and your ribs will pull down towards your hips and your shoulders will pull in towards your chest. And flex your left foot, press it down. Sorry, point your left foot, press it down, flex your right foot, sink your ribs and waist back into a pelvic tuck, and then raise your right leg up. So your lower back is on the mat when you do that. And your ribs, sink your ribs down. Yes, Layla, keep that, maintain that as you hold the leg and breathe. Good. Extend the front of the left leg. Press the back of the left leg down. Yes. Do more of that. Yes. Good. Exhale, lower your right leg down. Point the foot, press the back of the right leg down. Flex the left foot. Sink the ribs and waist down, any amount. Hollow your waist. Just breathe into your upper chest and upper back. And then flex the left foot and raise the left leg up. Sink. Yes. Jordan. Lengthen. Yes. Breathe. Yes. Good. Exhale, lower. Good. Now you can keep your arms overhead or bring your arms along your sides, right? But you're going to really sink your ribs, sink your waist, curl your tail under. You get short in the front, long in the back. And then exhale, flex both feet and raise both legs up. Or do one leg and then the other, right? And if that's too much, bring your arms down to your sides. Hold it and breathe. Good. Yes, Sandra. Firm kneecaps. Push up through your heels. Push up. Yes. Grip the knees. Sink the lower front ribs down towards the lower back ribs. Yes. Good. Tuck the chin. Good. That's it. Good. Now, bend your knees, widen your knees, reach your arms up between your legs, hold the outsides of the feet, pulling the knees wide, and the feet and heels over the knees. Happy baby. Yes. Hold that and breathe. Good. Bend your elbows into your knees. Push your knees out. Yes. So bend your elbows and press into your knees to push your knees out, and then pull your feet in so they stay over the knees and back, and then straight down. Yes. Tuck your chin. Good. Breathe. Feet in, knees out. Push your knee. Yeah. So heels over the knees and press down. If you can turn your feet a little more straight. Yes. And push your elbows into your knees to press your knees apart and then pull down, straight down. Bend your elbows, push your knees apart. Keep your elbows on the inside of your legs and push your knees apart with your elbows and pull your feet in and down. Yes. And this down. Good. This is the Thai massage move, and then I go that way. Haven't done that one in a while, Margie. Okay. Now, take your feet wide apart. Upavishta. Hold the outer feet and take the feet wide apart. Yes. Wide apart. Yeah. Wider. Yeah. Or hold the shins. Hold the shins, Faina. Or hold the knees. Or hold the thighs. Go down lower. Yes, there. Now straighten your knees. Push out through your heels. Come on. Open the legs. Yes. Wider legs. Go wider. Yes. Hold more down by the thighs, Faina. Hold. Yeah. Straighten your knees all the way. Push. Yes. Good. Now keep your legs wide. Bring your arms through your legs. Sink your ribs in and collapse your chest and exhale and come up. Nabi Darshanam. Arms, look at me. Arms through your legs. Yes. Look at your belly button. Yes. Flex your feet. Widen. Good. Now you bring your legs together. Arms overhead. Think your ribs. Think your waist. Exhale. Curl your head and shoulders up. Reach your arms forward. Nabi Darshanam. Yes. Good. Now you can stay here, or you can come up to shoulder stand, right? Or actually, you can bring your arms down, head down, and be there. Yeah, that's it, Sharon. Just be there and breathe. Good. No shoulder stand, Katie? Okay. Oh, because of the eyes? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a good plan. So push a little away from you. Push your legs away from you. Oh, a little more away. There. Yes. Good. Now, can you do it with arms overhead? Yes, and ribs down, front ribs down. Good. Okay, good. Now those in shoulder stand, you can let your legs come down towards plow. Keep your hands on your back unless your feet touch the ground. Be there for a few breaths. Good. Sharon, you still okay? You can lower down if you need to. Okay, good, good. That's it. And then when you're ready to come out of shoulder stand, plow, you bring your arms down. And as you roll your spine down, lift your head up, lift your shoulders up, come back to Nabhi Darshanam. You can have your hands a little up or down, either way. Yes. And then, yes, head up, Layla, head as you come up. Yeah, head up as you come up, Sandra. So instead of falling down with your legs, just, yes, like that. So you stay with your chin to your chest. So that's that curled up position. Engage the front, release the back. Then you release your front and extend your arms overhead and leave them there or bring them down to the side. Sink the waist, point the feet, curl the tail under, and slowly, as you extend the front of the legs, keep curling the tail under, rolling the hips back, and slowly, slowly lower the legs down and then the arms down. Really good. No, 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 not yet, Margie. Not till the legs come all the way down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, good. I mean, I guess you could. It might be too confusing. Okay, so now do our twist. Bend your knees. Bring your arms out to the side, palms up. Bring your feet all the way together. Walk your feet a little away from your buttocks. Raise your right leg up as high as you can. Dip your left leg into the middle. Cross your legs high up by the thighs. This is Garudasana twist. Bend your right knee and press the back of your right thigh down onto the top of your left thigh. Walk your left foot more away and see if you can curl your right foot under and behind your left calf or ankle. So like Garudasana. If not, just cross. Take a breath, and as you exhale, knees to the left, keeping the right shoulder down. We'll do it 3 times. Inhale, you roll back. Exhale, knees to the left, so you come to the outside edge of the left foot and hip, keeping the right shoulder down. And inhale, you roll back. And then the last time, we'll hold it for a couple of breaths. Exhale, knees to the left, right shoulder down. Let the head release to the right. The knees most likely won't come down. Be here and breathe. Raise your right arm a little higher, Susan. A little higher. Yeah, there. And look to the right. Let your head release. Yes. And then you inhale, raise your legs up. Come back to the back of your sacrum and the sole of your foot. Change your legs. Right leg down, left leg up. Right knee into the middle. Cross the left leg over high on the thigh. Bend the left knee and press the back of the left thigh onto the top of the right. Walk the right foot away. See if you can tuck your left foot behind your right ankle or calf. If not, you just cross your leg. Arms are straight out from the shoulders, palms up. Take a breath, and as you exhale, knees over to the right. So you're on the outer edge of the right foot and hip. And then inhale and raise your legs up again, back to the flat of the back and sole of the foot. Exhale, knees to the right, keeping the left shoulder down. Maybe you go a little deeper. And then inhale, you come up. And last time you exhale, roll over to the right, keeping the left shoulder down, and let your head release to the left. And breathe. And then inhale, you raise up and uncross your legs, adjust your hips. Maybe you want to take your knees in and roll around a little bit. And then coming into Shavasana and relaxation. So you can use any support. Oh, Sandra, shoot, I totally forgot. It is 11:02. I'll put away your props. Yeah. I have to set an alarm. One of my teachers on Zoom was like, "Hey Siri, set an alarm for 2 minutes." I'm like, "Oh, that's clever." I'm just, oh, see, never mind. Siri, cancel. It's good. A little belly laugh. Really good. Helps with the quick release. Yeah, so let's do a quick release. So first thing is just get your body organized into your anatomical neutral. Sense and feel that, and use any support you would like or none. And then the quick release is the vocalizing ah sound. So you're going to inhale deeply, belly, ribs, chest. And then when you're ready, you exhale. Ah. Again, inhale. Ah. One more time. Big breath. Ah. Do the scan. Imagine it's like a laser, red laser or something going through your whole body. You can start at the feet or the head and just scan your way through and see where there might be some tension that you would like to release, let go of, some grippings. Okay. Lift your hips up. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's why you do it. Um, and then soften the skin of the feet, the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet, the muscles, tendons, ligaments, bones of the feet, knuckles of the toes, base knuckles, and the second knuckles, ankles, great space, inner, outer, front and back, which includes the Achilles tendon. And then the two bones of the lower leg, which connect from the inner ankle to the inner knee, outer ankle to the outer knee. Soften the flesh of the calves and the shins. Create space in the knee joints. And the muscles of the thighs, top, back, inner, outer. The pelvic floor, bottom of the buttocks, outer hips, pubic bone, lower belly, tailbone, sacrum, lower back, buttocks, the whole pelvic bowl, fluid. Legs are the earth element. Pelvic bowl is water. And then the middle waist, where all the organs of digestion and elimination are, which includes the back area. That's fire, digestive fire, Agni. And then the rib basket is air element, and that's in the back, the sides, the chest. Right, create space for the heart and lungs. Shoulder blades on the back, 17 muscular attachments. Release, let them float freely. Collarbones, armpits, the deltoids, biceps and the triceps, elbows, Forearms also have two bones from the inner elbow to the thumb and the outer elbow to the pinky side of the wrist. Let there be softness in the forearms, top and bottom, and the bones of the wrist, the carpals, and the palms of the hands and the tops of the hands. Sensitize, soften. The base knuckles of the fingers and thumbs, the middle and third knuckles. Create space. Tops of the shoulders, right and left. Left side of the neck. Right side of the neck. Front of the throat. Back of the neck. Base of the skull. Let the ears descend towards the back of the head. Create more space for the mouth, the jaw, tongue, teeth, the throat hollow. Molars relax. Skin of the face. Inner and outer corners of the eyes. The eyes soften and move towards the back of the head. Less pressure on the eyelids. And let the inner gaze come out of the brain and into the heart space. Ether element in the throat. Space. And then the third eye center, a little above the eyebrows and between the eyebrows, is the Ajna Chakra, and that's the element. There is no element but the mind. Close the eyelid of your third eye and relax your mind. Crown chakra's infinitely petaled lotus, connection to universal energy. Let that be open. Connect to space, a sense of spaciousness, consciousness, awareness, bliss. Identify with that. And just don't move body, but move breath. Deepen the breath and move the breath throughout your body, bringing the awareness, brings the breath, the prana, the life force. Sensitize the skin and then the flesh and the bones. And then you can wiggle the fingers and toes and roll the ankles and the wrists. And bend the elbows one by one and bring your hands to your abdomen and pause there and breathe. Observe your abdominal breath. When you're ready, you can bend the knees one by one and let your lower back release towards the floor and your abdomen release, not harden, and float towards the back of your body and spread out there. You can bring your hands to your lower belly and observe that hollowing in your lower belly. Allow that to occur as you're able. When you're ready, you'll bring one arm overhead and roll to that side. If you have a blanket under your head, you can just use your blanket. Bring the other arm across. Bring your knees up towards your chest. Rest the other hand in front of your chest. And be there for a few breaths, resting on your side in the fetal position. And then when you're ready to come up, you roll towards your face so that your whole abdomen faces the ground. And then you use your arms and pull your waist in and curl your head up last and come to sitting. And we'll close with 1 Om and 3 Shanti. Take your seat and observe. If you like, you can take the Namaste Mudra. Take a big breath in and we'll chant Om together. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Lift the heart. Once again, bow the head from the base of the neck to the heart and release the hands to the thighs and pause a moment. Softening the front of the throat, release the back of the neck, the base of the skull. Keep the eyes closed and look into the heart space. And then keeping the eyes closed, curling up the back of the neck as you inhale. Draw the chin back a little, ears over the shoulders. Keep your eyes closed, raise the gaze. Move to the back of the head. Drop down to the heart and to the seat. And root down into the seat. And wide open heart in all directions like a huge diamond shining brilliantly and reflecting everything, everywhere, all at once, all the time. Wide open, spacious awareness. And then with your eyes soft and your brain relaxed, let your eyelids gently float open. Namaste.